Thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule and joining the conference call today. We are now starting the CIMIC Holdings third quarter financial results presentation meeting. Today, our CFO Wataru Mochizuki will explain the financial results overview. We are scheduled to end at 5:45 p.m. after the Q&A session. The video recording of this call will be posted later on CIMIC's IR webpage and be available to be viewed on demand. Now, our CFO Wataru Mochizuki will explain an overview of financial results. Hello, I am Mochizuki, and I'll be giving an overview of financial results for the third quarter of the fiscal year ending September 30th, 2021. This table shows the business segments and corresponding group companies as of the end of June 2021. CIMIC Group consists of 25 companies in total, which includes CIMIC Holdings, that is a holding company, 24 consolidated subsidiaries, including 13 from overseas. In this term, CIMIC Group is executing the focus activities in the midterm plan, which are the acceleration of a PVC model, the promotion of globalization, and the creation of healthcare business in order to achieve sustainable growth and increase our corporate values in the drastically changing medical and pharmaceutical industry. Regarding the creation of healthcare business in particular, as part of a healthcare revolution project started in July last year, we are creating new businesses that will contribute to maintaining and improving personal health and developing our talents in the healthcare arena, partly for the purpose of responding to COVID-19 pandemic. Regarding our main business activities in the consolidated cumulative third quarter 2021, we are focusing on contributing to COVID-19 countermeasures in the initiative of healthcare revolution. We are providing support for local governments to prepare their vaccination systems by utilizing CIMIC Group's human resources, call centers, and the healthcare communication channel HAMO-based vaccine management system. With regard to the creation of business that contributes to maintaining personal health, we have launched the operation of the Monet Lab Healthcare, a medical mass, a mobility as a service, business development program with Monet Technology Inc., which was jointly established by SoftBank Corporation, Toyota Motor Corporation, and others. For the acceleration and streamlining of drug and device development, we have started a demonstration experiment, proof of concept, of clinical trial using HAMO, as well as project to support the upstream of development, including support for establishing a business model of digital therapeutics and AI medical device development support. In our IPM solution, which is a unique business solution combining value chains and marketing authorization licenses and others possessed by CIMIC Group, two orphan drugs involved by our group company Orphan Pacific Inc. received manufacturing and marketing approval in January this year and NHI's price listing on April 21st. We have launched Oradeo capsules on April 21st and Linspat intravenous infusion 1000 mg on July 27. In addition, in order to respond to business environment changes in a more agile way, we implemented changes of executive management in April, including the repeal of the executive officer system. Furthermore, we have introduced and launched the healthcare professional certification system with the aim of developing groups' talents in the healthcare arena. Our certified healthcare professionals are also supporting the municipalities administering COVID-19 vaccines. Furthermore, in November last year, we acquired International Standard Certification ISMS, or Information Security Management System, for us to continue to strengthen information security. Also in December, we received a letter of appreciation from the Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry as a company that contributed to the increased production of medical supplies in the COVID-19 pandemic. This is an overview of consolidated income statement. Sales in the third quarter of fiscal year were 59.146 billion yen, which was up 4.2% year-on-year by 2,409 million yen. Operating income was 3,571 million yen, which was up 13.8% year-on-year by 433 million yen. Ordinary income was 3,733 million yen, which was up 7.1% year-on-year by 247 million yen. Profit attributable to owners of parent was 1,943 million yen, which was down 18.1% year-on-year by 429 million yen. Earnings per share were 107.44 yen. For non-operating income and expenses and extraordinary income and losses, we recorded 329 million yen of foreign exchange gains and others for non-operating income and 166 million yen of interest expenses and others for non-operating expenses. Furthermore, we recorded 41 million yen in income for extraordinary income and losses altogether, 1,626 million yen for total income taxes, and 203 million yen as profit attributable to non-controlling interests. As a result, profit attributable to owners of parent in the consolidated cumulative third quarter was 1,943 million yen. This table shows sales and operating income by segment. Sales in the consolidated cumulative third quarter was 59.146 billion yen, up 4.2% year-on-year. Operating income was 3,571 million yen, up 13.8% year-on-year, which both exceeded the same period of the previous year, mainly thanks to the growth of healthcare business. The orders received increased in segments, including the healthcare and CSO businesses, which contributed to 24.0% growth compared with the same period of the previous year. The backlogs increased by 18.0% from the same period of the previous year. This shows the trends in consolidated sales and operating income. We achieved an increase in both sales and operating income compared with the same period of the previous year, and operating margin was 6.0%. This shows the trends in CRO sales and operating income. For the clinical services and CRO business, we are proposing new clinical trial models, including the streamlining of clinical trial process by using Pharma, and working to improve the expertise and technical capabilities of our talents. For the non-clinical services, our laboratories in Japan and the United States are in collaboration to actively provide drug discovery support for advanced medicine, including nucleic acid drugs and regenerative medicines. Sales exceeded the same period of the previous year thanks to the growth of non-clinical business, despite the weakness in orders for clinical operations in the previous consolidated fiscal year as a result of the spread of COVID-19 infection. Operating income was below the same period of the previous year due to factors such as decrease in revenue from clinical operations. CRO sales were 25,777 million yen. Operating income was 3,872 million yen, and operating margin was 15%. This is about CDMO business. We are focusing on a large-scale commercial production project that is scheduled to start production in the fiscal year ending September 30th, 2022, the launch of new facility and production line in the United States, and hence the acquisition of new projects. CDMO sales were above the same period of the previous year due to an increase in contracted production volume. Operating income was above the same period of the previous year due to the increase in sales, despite prior investment costs for the contract manufacturing business of biopharmaceutical APIs. CDMO sales were 15,617 million yen, and operating income was 163 million yen. This is about CSO business. Sales and operating income exceeded the same period of the previous year thanks to the acquisition of new MR dispatch service projects. CSO sales were 6,600 million yen, operating income was 788 million yen, and operating margin was 11.9%. This is about healthcare business. Sales were significantly above the same period of the previous year due to growth in the BPO and personal services for vaccination support and SMO operations. Operating income was also significantly above the same period of the previous year due to an increase in sales despite prior investments for the creation of new healthcare business. Healthcare sales were 9,323 million yen. Operating income was 1,142 million yen, and operating margin was 12.3%. This shows the trends in IPM sales and operating income. In this fiscal year, we are selling orphan drugs, including products developed in-house, while strengthening the IPM business foundation by supporting foreign companies entering the Japanese market and proposing strategic options through the provision of IPM platform. In January this year, we received a manufacturing and marketing approval in Japan of Aldadio capsules 150 mg for the suppression of the onset of attacks in acute hereditary angioedema. At the same time, Linspat for intravenous infusion 1,000 mg of Grifols Therapeutics LLC received a manufacturing and marketing approval in Japan, in which we have provided support toward the approval as an appointed marketing authorization holder and will support its marketing. Both products have received NHI price listings. Sales were below the same period of the previous year due to a decline in sales volume of some products. Operating income, on the other hand, exceeded the same period of the previous year thanks to the cost reduction and other factors. IPM sales were 2,453 million yen, operating income was 152 million yen, and operating margin was 6.2%. Here, I'd like to explain a consolidated balance sheet. Total assets at the end of the third quarter increased by 3,589 million yen compared with the end of the previous consolidated fiscal year to 93,107 million yen. This is due mainly to an increase in notes and accounts receivable trade and tangible non-current assets in the CDMO business and a decrease in cash and deposits. Meanwhile, total tangible and intangible fixed assets investment in the third quarter was 5,663 million yen, depreciation was 3,846 million yen, and amortization of goodwill was 100,000 yen. Total liabilities increased by 1,382 million yen compared with the end of the previous consolidated fiscal year to 56,888 million yen. This is due mainly to an increase in long-term debt and income taxes payable, a decrease in short-term borrowings, and provision for bonuses. Total net assets increased by 2,207 million yen to 36,218 million yen. This is due mainly to an increase in retained earnings. As for the full-year consolidated earnings forecast for the fiscal year ending in September 2021, the future outlook announced in November 2020 shall be revised upward as follows, based on the information available at this point in time. Sales in the fiscal year ending in September 2021 is expected to be 82,000 million yen. Operating income is expected to be 3,500 million yen. Ordinary income is expected to be 3,600 million yen. Profit attributable to owners of parent is expected to be 1,700 million yen. As a result of the semi-state of emergency and state of emergency coronavirus measures, while there is delay in data collection, a decline in contract production volume following the reduced pharmaceutical drug sales volume, we expect to see the growth of vaccination support operations for municipalities. That's all about an overview of financial results. Thank you.